Scorpio, I'm hearing, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Oh my God, annoying. Dropping cards is the most. All right, I'm also getting an energy of needing space, okay? I don't know, somebody was like clinging up on you, trying to cling up on you. I'm not sure if you've already implemented this space, or I don't know if you're finally getting the confirmation that you need to get some space. All right, I'm getting that vibe here. I'm just getting a clingy energy around. All right, Scorpio, let's see. Yeah, High Priestess. So, I'm sure some of you already watched the Libra reading, the Virgo one, but leading up to this point, I already knew this was about to happen. We already knew this was coming through, to come through. I mentioned it in Libra's reading, how you're getting your assignment. Part 2 version, I was, we were celebrating, and then, we knew there was work that had to be done once we tapped into this 8th house. Part 2 version of Libra's reading, the Chariot, it was like, I literally saw the assignment, you were charging in. You were charging in this 8th house here, and here we go, High Priestess, Pisces energy. So some of you in your natal chart have have Scorpio in the 12th. Some of you have Pisces in the 8th. Somewhere out there, all right? And if it's not like that, there's some type of, you have something connecting with Scorpio. This could be Pluto and Neptune, all right? Something to that nature here. This could even be in a progressive chart. There's definitely Scorpio and Pisces energy present. You could be attracting these energies. Yeah, that makes sense, because remember, yeah, that's what it is. You could be attracting doppelganger energy as well. That's where it's coming from. Oh, and that's why it's becoming apparent to you, more aware, like you're more aware of it because you're in the 8th house. So it's like it's like you're seeing different versions of yourself that you didn't know existed. It's like clones. You're getting, okay, so leading up to this point, you were gaining access to Akashic records, and this was given to you. This was your justice, and y'all saw the Libra reading. Y'all saw the Libra reading was called Record Keeping Protector of Records. Then the part 2 version of Libra was Watching the Throne. So it's like you now have access to any and everything. And with that access, you also are able to see. This is like you have laser focus. Like it's like being able to see in the dark and being able to see in the light. All right, being able to see things that are present, apparent, and then being able to see things that are they're not physical. This is having access to both realms, right? This is balance. This was your gift. Well, now you're seeing both at the same time. So for me, it's like being able to see both. So it's like being able to see something play out in the 3D, but it's like, it's like being able to see the spirits behind that, what's going on in the 3D. So it's like, oh, I'm sorry, the downloads are hitting me out of nowhere. I'm trying to ride the beat. This is like, when I say doppelganger energy, this is more of like versions of yourself. So before, you know how people blame external people outside of themselves for what's going on really was internal? They blame everything but themselves, right? You are so sharp and like you can see so well. It's like your third eye is so clear that people, like versions of yourself, you're seeing them in people. So it comes off as a doppelganger or a clone. And that's really what's happening, right? Like, so whereas other people, like you have situations that are just reflections of who you are. Some people choose not to see it that way. It's to the point where your shit is so discerning that you're able to see yourself. It's not, oh, there's an energy that's happening, or, oh, this person is showing me a version of myself. You're actually seeing yourself on the people, on the energy. Like, it's, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you. I'm not saying there's anything good with you. I'm just telling you how clear. It's like when you buy new cameras or new phones, it's the camera, it gets better. You can start to see, like, it's like I don't know, like, I'm hearing metaverse, and I don't know what that is, but I'm hearing metaverse, like, or binoculars, for example. Like, when I put my binoculars on, I can see the moon way better, and like, I can see more details on the moon than I can just with my natural 3D eyes. It's like your third eye is like, it's like your third eye acts as if it's a magnifying glass. Your third eye acts as if it's binoculars, but it's natural. Like, yeah, chariot. I just said the chariot. You're, and you got the Wheel of Fortune coming out, and you got the Sun coming out, and you got the Ten of Pentacles coming out. Four of Wands is coming out. Queen of Cups is coming out. Death card. Anubis is coming out. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Page of Wands. So these are energies that you weren't aware you had. Because all of these energies to me is like physical. The Sun, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. These are physical things. Queen of Cups, Anubis, Death, Scorpio. So this is Cancer, Scorpio. And then you have, Strength to the Four of Wands. The Star card reversed to the Ten of Pentacles. And then you have the Sun to the Knight. I'm sorry, the Page of Wands here. It really reminds me of, like, in Hercules, when those women, like, they knew when it was time for people to go, and they would pull out that cord, and then they would try to do it. And then when they tried to do it for Hercules, they found out he was immortal. Or that's when he earned his stripe as a god. Libra's reading part 2 was about watching the throne, and that was because you were on it. So this is like you going through that cord cutting thing, and it's like your rope doesn't cut. It becomes golden. Like, it becomes, this is the energy I'm getting for you. This is you are immortal, but it's like you're tapping into it as immortal. So this is like defying I feel like I gotta be very careful with my words. That's all I'm gonna say. They're telling me to shut the fuck up. That's it. I'm gonna see you on Patreon for the rest.